Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Silksong. This is episode 5, and I've taken the liberty off camera since our last episode of collecting my cocoon. We had an extended encounter against the savage beastfly, and as is my nature sometimes, I was stubborn far longer than I should have been. It should have been a challenge that I walked away from and left for a later time, but I just get in these modes sometimes. It happened with Margit, it happened with the Crucible Knight, it's happened with, I'm sure, some stuff in Hollow Knight that it's been so long now that I can't remember exactly what early game things I might have been really stubborn on. I'll have to maybe think about that a little bit more, but I've collected my cocoon, and I also took a little time to poke around for some of these shard deposits or caches that we had left for later down here in Deep Docks. I went back to find one of them, and it turns out that it was actually, the chest was open. It was kind of a weird discovery, but I could have sworn that we did not open that chest, but maybe we did, and I just regretted it and sort of told myself that I'll come back for it later, when in reality we had already opened it. But I do think that there is a geocache back near the start of the game, I believe up here, that we did not break. A geocache, I keep calling these shard rocks as well as rosary stashes. They're all geocaches in my mind. So many Hollow Knight randomizer sessions where geocaches are randomized. That's what's sticking in my memory here. So we're gonna go. I think what we're gonna do to start the episode. One of the wonderful things about Hollow Knight, and we're already feeling it here with Silksong, is where do you go to start any particular day, or even in the middle of a play session? You just have so many directions that you could get pulled in, but I think the main one that my mind is going to is Greymoor. Greymoor is where I do want to be focusing most of our attention today. We'll see how things go, but I think to start at least, though, we're not going to head directly to Greymoor. We are going to head back to Bell Bottom, as I affectionately refer to it. We're going to head back home, and we're going to check in with, it's mainly, I guess, the Little Pilgrim is the main NPC that we're checking in with when we come back to Bell Bottom. But I'm also waiting for there to be some progress with Flick, the Fixer. Let's see here. It looks like Flick is still at work, although maybe there has been some progress on whatever apparatus or structure he's working on back here. Or has he even shifted locations? He might have been working over here before. I'm not totally sure, but Flick is still at work, and I think that means we probably have not added any. Never mind. I was gonna say there's nothing new on the quest board or our wish wall. Never mind. We have new quests to fill out. Ooh, and one of them has a reward for a charm notch. Oh boy, I'm interested. There's also a donation objective, a life-saving bridge. Let's just read through both of these to get things started. Flick of Bone Bottom has another request for donation. I've heard tell pilgrims sometimes fall down that big hole beside the settlement. Nasty way to end your journey before it even begins. I could build a bridge if I only had the materials. Okay. You know, it's not a big hurdle or obstacle for us to cross over that hole by the settlement, but I'm guessing that a life-saving bridge is going to afford us the opportunity to do some unexpected things, or navigate to some unexpected areas, perhaps. We're gonna do this because it's a quest in a video game. The problem is I can't do it yet because I don't have I only have 130 shards because I exhausted I exhausted my shard deposits, my bank of what are they? Skull shards? Bone shards? What is that? I'm still learning all the exact. I like to get precise on my terminology here, and the currency that is in question is the shell shard. I call them, what did I say, spirit shards? That's from another game, isn't it? Is that Elden Ring? These games, so many of them run together. But regardless, shell shards, I have collected some off camera here, as you can see, just in doing a little bit of backtracking throughout the world, looking for some of these shard deposits and killing enemies in the process that also drop shards. But we still are far away from the 300 required by Flick, although we could, we could dip into our savings if we wanted to do that. We could probably get there with what we've got in the shard bundle and the beast shard, but let's hold off for now. Let's just wait until we kind of, I don't know, maybe I should do it. Let's hold off for the moment though. This other one, hunt volatile flint beetles. This is a request by the residents of Bone Bottom. Everybody has gotten together and said, please do this for us. Flint beetles have awoken in the marrow. The gems that grow in their bellies provide a pure, constant warmth. Harvest these treasures and be rewarded. It's a quest for the marrow. So have we seen these enemies already? It says the flint beetles have awoken. Does that mean that there's like a new enemy type all of a sudden by that is showing up in the marrow? If so, that's kind of cool. The idea that if you're backtracking through some of these areas, you might run into new enemies. We'll see if that's the case or not. I'm also noticing a very subtle detail here on the logo next to the quest. There is a, what is it? Like a bronze, it looks like what Lace was holding. I was calling it her cane, but the part in the middle there, the bronze part, it looks like Lace's weapon that she was fighting us with. Doesn't it? Maybe I'll have to go back and take a closer look. I don't know if that is related to her at all or if it's just a funny coincidence, but we have acquired the Flint Beetle quest. And we also have one more flea to go in our Lost Fleas quest. Hopefully we can maybe get that last bit of progress today. Peb does not have anything new for us. Peb could have multiple mask shards. It's possible that once we buy this one, there will be another one in its place, similar to Sly. We'll see, but I'm still very poor in the rosary department. Let's check in with Chakra real quick, just in case she has anything new for us. Same as before, okay. And she's just selling the Bellway pins. Maybe I just buy those now? Do we buy the Bellway pins? I feel like the thing about the Bellways is you can kind of you, in some cases, maybe not all of them, but in cases like here in the Deep Docks, as well as here in Barfields, there's a very distinct shape. You kind of have this domed roof to these rooms that have the bellways, so they do stand out, I think, a little bit more on the map normally, and I think it's fine to hold off on the pins, because it's one thing that has felt... Thank you for that, Chakra. Appreciate the send-off. One thing that has stood out very distinctly from Hollow Knight is it feels a lot harder to come by your early game currency. So many things that we have to buy that we just cannot afford unless we go do a bunch of farming, and I don't really want to do that. I just want to kind of collect rosaries as we are naturally going along throughout the world. So we will eventually get those Bellway pins, but it's gonna be something we hold off on. Okay, now I will collect this. What did I say? 15 shards or so that I waited to collect. That's good. That's 15 shards that we don't have to go farming from enemies. So nicely done. So now let's head back up here. Maybe I should have just benched and done a little quick warp trick, but it's fine. We'll make our way over to the other thing that I want to do before we get to Greymore. And I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use the simple key. We're gonna get all the simple keys eventually, and my worry that a simple key might go to waste because it could be Gigi behind the simple key door, and it's not gonna be something that's immediately useful to me. My worry, even if that is the case, just open the doors. Don't overthink it. Just open the doors that the game has, you know, presented to you, and you're gonna open them all eventually. Don't overthink it. I'm also loving every time we come back through this initial Moss Grotto area, the music, I love it. And I'm reminded how much I love it. It kind of does have a little bit of an Ori feel. There's a little bit of an Ori feel to the music, and maybe that could just be me, the fact that we now have a little bit of an Ori-like ability in the Drifter's Cloak, but it's so good. And it's also so good and so much fun. The mobility that we have now, being able to quickly navigate these environments. I can't say it enough, just how good of a job Team Cherry has done with how Hornet controls and how she just feels so distinct. It's such a different feeling controlling her compared to controlling the Knight. Like, you're still playing Hollow Knight. The resemblance is totally there. Oh, I thought for a second this path had opened up. I thought for a second this door had opened because I forgot how this area looked, but there's still eventually we got to get this. There's so many closed doors that we got to figure out what to do with eventually. Okay, I'm kind of like, we're just, you know, lackadaisically roaming around the world of Silksong here. Pharloom. Oh, I realized another thing. That I want to do, because we now have this Drifter's Cloak. I had remembered... I remembered the fact that there is this, as I was thinking about going back for the simple key, or the door that is locked with a simple lock mechanism. Oop, I guess I can't get up there. This way. I did not mean to heal. I fat fingered the B button. Let's do a little bit of this. Okay, fat fingered the bind there. Didn't mean to do that, but what I do mean to do is get back to this location where we picked up our first and only, so far, Choral Commandment. And I think we did try to jump off here before, but that was before we had a Drifter's Cloak. Is it possible? Oh, there could be more up there, because we weren't able to. There was a ledge that we could have if we had a little bit more height. Perhaps we would be able to get to with either a double jump or a wall climb. So I am going to use another one of my markers here. I have rearranged some of my markers to try to reflect the fact that I guess I'm loosely going with red as like closed or locked doors. And then silver is, I don't know. Silver and orange are kind of both, they kind of both are demarking places where I need some sort of a wall climb. But I don't know. We'll eventually get these ironed out. Because the thing is, I would use silver for all wall climb abilities, except there's only, you know, there's a limited number of them. I can't just use infinite for whatever reason. So yeah. So we're going to mark that as a place, because it does look like there's more to get up to here, right? There is more to... We need to ascend. Ascend with Gorb. Let's find Gorb, and then all our problems will be solved. Okay. Oh, right. And then we have this guy. This dude. Shit. Oh my god. That was... If I didn't have the Drifter's Cloak in that case, I actually would have been... I would have been better off. So, you know, we might be in for a death here, but we are going to use our simple key to see what is beyond the gate. Do I really want to do this? I always have a little bit of indecision here, but we're going to go for it. It could be another, like, savage vengefly. This, or beastfly. This is the other thing that using this simple key, it could just get us into a place that's completely... It's actually a new zone? The Wormways? The Wormways. Why am I immediately having, why am I immediately thinking, oh, I just opened up Deep Nest. I just opened up... What in the hell is falling from the ceiling? There are, oh my god. These things are tunneling, what in the fuck? Oh god. At least, okay, there is some timing here that you can do with the dust coming out of the ceiling, but I don't know if I'm actually, at least I gotta heal. So, I don't know if I'm actually, though, going to be able to kill them. Are they repeatedly... I think I just need to move on. Well, I can charge up my silk. If this is... Oh, okay, we're into a new area all of a sudden. This was the other thing I was kind of worried about, like, oh yeah, let's go to Greymoor, and before we go to Greymoor, we'll just quickly check this, you know, open up this simple key door, and we'll see what we get into. And the problem with that in a game like Hollow Knight or Silksong is that you could just go into a completely new area. That, oh no. Oh, wait a second. This is interesting now, because falling down, it looks like we're not going to be able to get back up without a wall climb. So now I'm wondering, all of a sudden, my Metroidvania... I'm going to go down here. My Metroidvania curiosity is now wondering, are we potentially about to unlock... Is the game leading us into our wall climb unlock? Because if so, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. That was slightly terrifying. Get out of here. This also cannot wall climb here. This feels... Oh, you come back. God damn it. You son of... Took five needle hits for me to kill you. Good thing we have a Silk Spear. Okay, let's go down. It also has a little bit... There's a bit of a, Again, I'm gonna make references to Hollow Knight sometimes. If you have not played that game, just it's not really a spoiler alert. I will mention areas and things in Hollow Knight that are kind of like, I treat them as spoilers. Like, I don't want to know the names of places from a game that I haven't played yet. Oh, wait a second. Wait, have we found our first lifeblood? I'm waiting for my blue masks to appear up here. This sure feels like lifeblood. The problem is I'm not getting lifeblood masks. So is this something different? But man, this almost feels like a direct cut and paste of the cool little lifeblood butterflies. And one of their, well, but the thing is, this cocoon here, or whatever this is does look a bit different. The shape and the size is different from what I would expect from a lifeblood core in Hollow Knight. It's just the coloring is exactly the same. But we didn't get any lifeblood masks, huh? Okay, to finish my thought from before, I am getting a very, there's a little bit of a feeling of the, you know, crawling to the bottom of the abyss. You get a certain charm, and you open up, you know, a certain birthplace, and that's kind of what this is making me. There's a little bit of that vibe. But yeah, okay. We are heading down, and we cannot go back up. So, are we opening up we must be opening up a path. Maybe this is how we get to the other side of the chapel maid's door. Have we gone down far enough? I think maybe we have. Maybe. Maybe. Have we been here? Have I been here? It's unclear, because I actually don't have my compass on. I forgot to re-equip my compass, because I did equip the the charm that gives us more shards to replenish my shard stock. Okay, I think we haven't been here. This feels like a new place. And also, there's so much here that I cannot navigate without a wall climb. So interesting. So we've kind of... That's really interesting. If they're not going to actually give us a wall climb here, but I can't get back up. So let me go out this doorway first. Because this might be... Have I been here? I think this might be the spot above. I think if we were to somehow float over to the right, or if we could no-clip up to the right, I think that is the little rosary stash that we floated down to last time. And then we floated all the way over here. It's a little hard without my compass to know for sure, but I think we are like directly above the chapel. We might even be like directly above my silver pin that's on the map here. That's my guess. Let's go back in this room though, because I think now if we go down here, we might be on the other side of this locked door. Because here's the backbone, right? Except, okay, so now then if we go down all the way, I'm curious though what's on the other side. Mossberry. Okay. Shit. Well, I want that mossberry. Dude, there's a freaking hut over here. What in the world, dude? This is so cool. This is so cool. We're definitely on the other side of that chapel maid's door, though. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Dude, listen to that echo. Am I... There's a slight echo. You can hear Hornet's voice after she's been slashing a few times. That is so cool. There's just a very... I don't know if you can even hear it unless you're wearing headphones like me. And even then, it's so faint. It's just barely recognizable, but you can hear Hornet's voice echoing. It's very, very, very cool. Okay, I think, make it back up to the mossberry, which is... Shit. Nice. All right, cool. We got ourselves a mossberry, which means rosaries. Awesome. If we had a wall climb, so we have a way now pretty easily to get back up into the Wormways. So that's really a cool way to do this. You've introduced a new zone that the player is not able to fully navigate yet, and you're not going to be able to do it until you get a wall climb. So I'm actually glad that that's the case, because I didn't want to explore... I didn't really want to fully explore a place called the Wormways, which feels like a very close Deep Nest relative. I actually did not hate Deep Nest nearly as much as some other people. I don't really have like a fear of spiders. I'm much more like bugs like earwigs and cockroaches are the kinds that really freak me out. And that's what, if anything, I hated about Deep Nest were the little earwig lookalikes. So I'm not necessarily anxious, though, in general about exploring a Deep Nest area, but I'm glad that I want to get back to Greymoor eventually. We will do that here shortly, I think. For now, we've entered the Chapel of the Wanderer. I'm a little scared about this, though, because last time we entered the Chapel of the Beast. The Chapel of the Beast, and that led us into... not so friendly of a situation. And I have okay, there was a platform down here. It's a little hard to tell, right? When you're here and you can't quite see below you. I think they did this on purpose, right? The candles, it's almost like there's a big old set of eyeballs that's right below me. I'm gonna jump right down in front of this giant monster. Oh, and it's just some candles. That's so well done. I love it. Okay, there's a ledge over here, and it does look like it ends. Oh, this is another Mr. Mushroom location. Note this down for later. All right, and then there's a way down on this side. It looks like they probably lead to the same place, but we'll go down the left-hand side first. Love the music here. They do not lead to the same place. Okay, is this a trap? I for a second, I wasn't totally sure if it was the trap wiring or if it was the shards that shards were gonna come falling off of it. But we just have some rosaries back here. The bugs in the background, the bugs that have like the almost like no eyes. That's what it feels like with the kind of. It feels like void or some sort of similar substance coming out of their eye sockets. I don't know if that's supposed to be related to no eyes or not, but that's what it's. I can't help but think of all the things in Hollow Knight that that this game reminds me of. It's almost like it's the sequel to Hollow Knight. Another trapwire that I'm gonna trigger. Oh, that actually dropped something on my head. Okay. Tried to drop something on my head. I was ready for it. At least I was ready for that one. Ah, my God. Okay, I did not really think that there was a sus floor there. I had these little, I can actually hit that. The little ring that's hanging here, which makes me think of the rings that we've seen hanging around in other places, and I wonder if we're going to be able to, use a grappling hook or some similar ability to interact with those at some point. But then in the process of fooling around with that, all of a sudden I was jumping and trying to hit it. And so then when the floor gave way, I wasn't immediately thrown into the pit. But now I'm down here and oh no, we've got a boss fight, don't we? After I picked up all these rosaries, we've got a boss fight. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's not a boss fight. It's not a boss fight. It's a trial room. Okay, I forgot. Fuck me. The flying, I thought I'm gonna get away from these guys. I'm gonna get away from the bugs that are on the floor so that I can heal. I'm gonna be clever about this because Hornet can heal in the air because she's awesome like that. Oh, I thought I had room to get underneath you. I hesitated there. And as always, I'm back here. As always, we know what hesitation does. Okay, let's quickly go back. Except, ooh, it's not actually a quick go back like I thought it was gonna be, is it? Because, oh, this is actually kind of annoying. I thought in that whole sequence of events, I was kind of thinking that we were gonna unlock the door that leads out of the chapel. Did I have a chance to do that and I missed that? Okay, let's make our way back here. Because now I still kind of need to go up and around. Don't I? Let's actually bench here, which is what I should have done before. I can't go directly to the chapel maid, I don't think, because that door is not open yet. What I will do is I'm not gonna, let's switch out. Let's bring the compass back. I don't need to be, oh yeah, we picked up a mossberry, cool. So what I'm gonna do is switch this out for the compass. So compass returns, and we need to head back up again. Did I not just... What did I think I did miss my opportunity to open the shortcut door. Because what I did is I got distracted by the mossberry, and I went back to the left and up. Instead of just going down, I should have just come down here and actually tried to open the door. Because I knew where I was. Why did I stop? Why did I stop? I think it's because I thought I wasn't going to be able to, like, get back up or something. I can get across here, can't I? I can get up here, and then I can get here, and this is where we go. But yeah, I needed to open the shortcut door, and I made the mistake of not doing that. That's the way to do that. Cool. that lever up here. I'm guessing we're going to have to be able to have wall climb in order to properly navigate around. Because once we get... Although, wait a second. No, I went down, didn't I? There's actually more to explore here. There's more to explore. So let me mark this. Because there is more to explore. I just didn't go to the left. It's not that I need a wall climb necessarily. Maybe I will in a few short steps to the left. There will be a part that I need to climb back up. But this is the part that I went down that I need to be able to... I'm confused about this. Let me try doing this again. Like, this could just be a life refill. It's possible that it doesn't... If this is lifeblood, the equivalent to that in this game, it could be that we need to, like, have taken some damage. Do I want to test that right now? I will test it, actually. Except those guys did 2 damage. God damn it. Okay, so do you refill my life? No. I have no idea what this does. Am I supposed to interact with it some other... How else would I... What else would I do here? I mean, part of me wants to mark this as a point of interest, because that... I was confused before about the, like, the little silk things that were just hanging around, and I didn't realize they give me silk. But, like, this, I feel like, should give me life, lifeblood, but it doesn't, and so I'm confused why it don't do that. Why don't it do that? Also, why do those guys have to deal 2 damage? Why must everything deal 2 fucking damage? I like that little running dash that she does. Very nice at closing the distance. So now, though, the first thing I should just do before I do anything else, what I should have done before was go this way. There we go. Okay, now we have our shortcut. And now the chapel maid is interested. Now she's got something to say. Awesome. I see you've gone and opened up the great bone gate back there. And without even asking my permission. Sorry. Feeling curious, were you? There is a vast grave beyond. I'd assumed most bugs died climbing the path, but it seems many fell before their trek had barely commenced. I lost their lives to beasts, or to luck turned rotten. Others were simply formed too frail. At least those poor souls can rest together. Death and death and death, the eternal promise of our eternal kingdom. Eventually, it claims us all. I think this must be what Grindel was referring to. Our buddy Grindel, who gave us some clues to some places. I was reading my notes last night in preparation for today, and I was reminded that Grindel had, I think, clued us into a grave that was to the west of Bone Bottom. So I think we found the place. All right, and now she's exhausted her dialogue. Okay, cool. Let's just go out here and come back real quick and see. I'm guessing she will have moved back here, and her dialogue probably is the same as... Okay, cool. So now I will, since we have a path directly to the bench, let's go to the bench and rest up, and then we will go back and reclaim. Fortunately, it's not a boss battle that we're up against. It is a gauntlet that I should be able to make my way through if I'm not being a dingus. But you got to heal in the right spot. You got to make sure, because man, that is it is so bad if you get interrupted doing a heal. The incentive to make sure you get the healing right, it is so much more punishing if you don't. What was in this direction again? Just a dead end. All right, so let's go back to the Chapel of the Wanderer. This interesting mask above the doorway as well that I did notice, but I don't know that I recognize it, or if it is recognizable. But there's a lot of these buildings, a lot of buildings from Hollow Knight that had, as part of their architecture, often something related to the boss. inside the place, or some other notable character. So it is not, would not be unexpected. Damn it. That guy's a little bit like the beast fly, and then he doesn't immediately declare himself which direction he's gonna go. Not doing a pogo sometimes because I'm not holding on the correct direction on the control stick. Oh, that guy is not new. I think that actually was the enemy. Shit. No, why do you do 2 damage? That enemy I think was in the funny talking about Grindel, because I think at first I thought that was a new enemy that I hadn't seen before, but I believe we've encountered it one time because it was in the other jail cell across from Grindel. That is my memory. And I'm also a little bit sad still that we have not gotten our hands on a Hunter's Journal. Please let that be a thing in this game. Obviously, don't tell me. Don't tell me whether it is or not. Just like, don't tell me basically anything. But I really want there to be a Hunter's Journal. I want to know the names of things. And it's one thing I think that, you know, could be done better in games like Dark Souls or Elden Ring. I kind of wish those games had their own bestiaries, but they kind of solve that problem by you know, having items that drop from the enemies. And so you learn their names by the items and the gear that you pick up, and that's the supplement. You don't really have that going on with a game like Hollow Knight. I like that. You're able to heal in the air. Heal in the air and then dash away from the enemy. That is so cool. That feels so awesome being able to do that. Shit, I should have stayed in the air a little bit longer. Should have used my Drifter's Cloak a little bit longer. All right. Every time that dramatic final kill feels so good. All right, there's a way to go down, but there's also a way to go up. Which way do we go first? We'll go up first, I guess. Because there's a ceiling. That one was definitely... Oh, it's back to where we came? Okay, all right, that's a cool little shortcut. Cool little shortcut there. Not exhaustively checking for sus walls at every turn like I probably should be. Claim. Oh, I wasn't sure if this was a like, it looked at first like there was a almost like a mummy, like a body that's been wrapped. Is that what we're claim? Oh my god. Oh, it's an ability. Listen to Hornet. How long will Hornet, if we sit here for you know, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, will Hornet be pissed at us? Guys, just hit the B button already. I'm done posing. I would never have guessed that she was gonna jump up and wham with the needle, just stick it right in. All right, what do we got? Oh, you got it. Oh my god. Dude, this is a process. It's almost like we're breaking a binding here. And that image that was flashing on the screen. Bound the crest of Wanderer. Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes. To change crest, open the crest screen of the menu while resting at a bench. Is this what I think it is? The crest of the Wanderer. Look at her little pose. Claimed your first crest? Oh, okay. We've added a sick new portion to our UI. We've added our first crest. And I love the pose that Hornet was in there as we were coming out of that. Dude, this game is so cool. What did I... It is. It's a replacement for this. I don't remember exactly what it looked like before. Okay. View crests. Oh, here it is. The crest of the hunter. Stalk prey and attack with lethal strikes versus the crest of the wanderer. Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes. And the game has, in this case, we're not at a bench, but the game has switched us to the wanderer crest. So now there's a little bit of an orange arc that's been added to our attack swing. And that feels like we've put on quick slash. Quick slash get. Okay, I can't hold down X for a second. I thought maybe you just hold down X. No, they're gonna make you tap that. Just that you gotta tap the button. It sounded a little funny at first the way I said it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, guys. All the little sound effects of hitting just that little ring that's hanging from the ceiling. I love those little details. That's so cool. We have our first, well, it's really our second crest, isn't it? But we now have unlocked the ability to switch between crests. Has this changed my, running strike? Yes, it has. So now, when you run... Oh my god, you don't stop. It's like... Move, bitch! Get out the way! Dude, this is so sick! There are different attack styles that you can... It's called your crest, but you can equip these different almost schools of combat. That is so amazing. Wait. Oh my god, the door closed behind me. I was so excited about running off, and I don't even know where this guy came from. Where the hell did you come from? Dang it, I was wondering if my quick strikes would be quick enough to keep this guy from hitting me. It's not quite that fast, but the upgrade in attack speed is so noticeable. It is a quick slash. Wow. They're coming out of the ground. That's the answer. They're coming out of the ground here. They weren't doing that before, but apparently I have the claiming of this crest, which was mummified or something. I guess has disturbed the locals enough. And I'm also noticing, okay, I gotta find an enemy to beat up on here, but the crest has kind of retracted now that my silk meter is no longer full. Once the silk meter is full, I think we'll see this happen. Dude, okay, so we didn't get a wall climb, we didn't get a mobility upgrade that I was thinking we might get, but we got something almost just as cool, maybe even better. Awesome. That was definitely worth a simple key. Very much worth a simple key. We can switch crests. Because if we go back to this one, if we go back to the crest of the hunter, much slower attacks. And you just get that one little dash strike. And it interrupts your Well, it doesn't really interrupt your sprinting if you keep holding down. I just wasn't holding it down previously. I thought that was just the end of my sprint if I attacked, but I could keep doing this. But with the other one, it doesn't even, you don't even break stride at all. Well, I definitely want to try the new one. What I am noticing, what I am immediately noticing is that the crests have different charm slots. This one starts with 2 of the yellow charm slots and 1 red, and it doesn't have any of the blue. It's more of a, and well, let me finish the thought. It's more of a, I don't know. I was gonna say more of an attack-oriented crest, but the 2 yellow slots, the yellow charm slots are not really attack-oriented. It's the compass, and they're kind of like utility charms. It's really the red charms that are the attack-oriented tools. We can unequip this Silk Spear. That's interesting. You could unequip this. Can I equip a tool to both crests? I can. So once I've got the compass equipped over here, if I just do this, I don't have to like re-equip it when I go to switch. It's going to remember that I've got whatever charms I had on. Good. So that's good. But also, the thing I am noticing, our charm upgrade, our socket, our charm notch, that does not carry over. So that's an interesting decision point now that we have to think about. We have to decide which of our crests we would want to use a socket on. Okay. Awesome. I seriously would never have guessed. Never would have occurred to me that the idea of a crest, was this on, did it say crest menu before? It probably did, but it wouldn't have occurred to me that this would be something we could change, like the entire charm notch, aka tool, attack setup. What a great concept. I'll be interested to see. I don't remember how it worked with the other crests when we actually had a charm notch, when we had one of those sockets to enhance. I want to stick with Wanderer for now, but I'm thinking when we get another socket, will we be able to unlock a blue charm spot, or will these all be red and yellow? I don't know. Well, we'll find out when we get a socket, when we actually get our hands on one. And okay, cool. This is so cool. This game is the best. So now, I think what I want to do is I do want to continue. I want to keep exploring. In that, I didn't necessarily want to explore. What's the new? Was it called Worm Wallow? We'll get around here to it. But there was a path to the left, which maybe won't go very far, or it will lead us deep down into the dark hole of Silksong's deep nest. We'll find out here in just a moment. But it's just the nature of this kind of a game. You don't know exactly where it's going to take you when you open up a simple lock. The most unexpected of surprises can and will materialize. All right. What over here? What do be over here? And where's all this sand coming from? Where exactly are we working our way up into some sort of a desert? Okay, left or right? Left or right? Could there be... It's making me think. I can't help but think of the parallels between other parts, similar parts of Hollow Knight, but it's immediately making me think of Howling Cliffs and walking all the way to that barrier on the edge of the world that you could no longer that you could walk beyond no farther. Okay, it looks like, wait, maybe we do have a way to get through this. Hold on. Maybe if I use my noggin here. Not quite. Not quite. Looks like we need a double jump. And there's another one of these doors. We've seen one or two of these doors that look almost like they've got eyes, like a set of 4 or 6 eyes on the door. So I guess this is another spot for us to put our wonderful red markers. We can take off this one as we are now exploring beyond that. Now what was to the right? There is another spot maybe up there to double jump to and also have a wall climb. Might need multiple abilities to progress here. Hate this guy. This guy can go to hell. Nightmare fuel. Not a fan. Okay, I've got a little bit of an alcove I can hide in here. Now, the question is, can I? Yeah, all right. All right. So far, we're able to navigate this with some level of... Oh my god, shit. Just touching them, I guess, only does 1 damage. I might as well, because this is basically a charge-up station. I might as well take the opportunity here. Who knows what we're getting into? We could be... Yeah. God damn it. I can't permanently get rid of those guys either, can I? Oh, can I see the little dust popping up out of the ground? Oh my god, there's 2 of them? Shit. Alright, hold on. Don't like it. Don't like it. Come on. Did I kill it? Actually, I did kill it, didn't I? Get me charged up again. There was the second one. Let's get the second one. There we go. There's our quick slash. Doing its work. Yes. Oh, I can actually get 2 hits off those guys with a quick slash. The Crest of the Wanderer. When they're jumping in the air, it's not quite good enough. But when they're on the ground, oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. Okay, I need to make some progress here. I'm sort of learning the new abilities that this attack speed is affording me, but also I need to get by. Actually, progress forward. As much as the zone is shit. As much as the zone is providing a bit of a navigational challenge. Charging on up. It's nice that the animation that she has there climbing up onto the ledge does give her some invulnerability. I like that. But I'm seeing like the dust that's being as those guys are burrowing, there's a little bit of a dust trail that they're kicking up. There was another tunnel. There was another spot to climb up there over to the left. So either double jump or wall climb or both is kind of required for some spots in there. And now where are we? Now where are we? Oh, we're above that little switch that was next to the simple locked door. I wanna just put at least some sort of a marker here, even though we're almost out of markers. But there's something in here. We need to come back to this area to re-explore upward. Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to float over here. New enemy? Oh my god, you're throwing bells at me. Bell grenades. Okay, get out of here. The little voice lines are simultaneously... Well, the voice line there is actually adorable. Even if your bell probably hits for 2 damage. But I can't help but laugh at your attack noises. This is I think a down only. This is a descent only journey that we're on here without a wall climb. So I'm gonna pop my head in this. Oh! I was not expecting to hear that sound. Were there any rings out here that would clue us into that? I don't think so. Chakra's here! The best sound. The best sound next to maybe Sherma's wonderful sing-songiness. But this is another song that I am oh so glad to hear. There's the telltale ring. Okay. Are you here? No, my god. I think she's higher up, but I want to see what's in this little tunnel. What's the deal there? What's the deal there? What was that little tunnel for? Okay, Chakra. Ah, it's so good to see you. Greetings, Chakra. It was a welcome surprise. Hornet reads my mind, I swear to God. She knows exactly what I'm thinking. It was a welcome surprise to hear your call echo through these crumbling tunnels. How goes the search for your master? Pashanka, it's a difficult task to track anything in these caverns while the worms ceaselessly churn the rock. Still, I can see that my master has traveled here. Her path within this land winds strangely. I wonder at her intent. It is no matter, though. She can enlighten me when again we meet. Until then, I will continue in her shadow. So her master has been here. Very interesting. Am I going to buy the Bellway pins now? I have a lot of rosaries. I kind of want to make a stop at a shop like Mottled Scar. I still don't want to buy these Bellway pins because I want to take these. We've also got a Mossberry to turn in. We could do quite a bit of shopping. So I'm going to hold off. Maybe the Bellway pins will be like the last thing we buy in the entire game. Who knows? There are signs that pilgrims once traveled even these crumbling paths long ago. Now, only the voracious worms nest here. And it was called the Wormways. What did I call it? Wallow? What the heck? Okay, there's definitely more to explore. There's definitely more to explore both kind of here and here, but I don't want to use a marker for here, do I? Maybe I will, because I kind of need to go up. I need to go up. I need to go here. I need to go here. I need to go here. So many things to do, guys. What was down here that I marked? What was that? What did I mark here? And what was here? Oh, man. I honestly don't remember. What the heck was that marker for? I just did it earlier this episode. Yeah. Goldfish memory over here. We're not buying Bellway pins. Just making sure that dialogue has been exhausted. I need to learn her little chant that she's doing there. For now, a Bapanada will have to suffice. Okay. Can we make it through here? Man, another potential wall climb spot, although I think it might just lead up here. The wall climb is just a little, I could use it as a way to get around navigating up through past these guys. Let me go ahead and we'll do another little charge up here. Get charged up, but it does look like we're connecting back to the Moss Grotto, the upper portion of the Moss Grotto. I know there's some burrowers here. They're gonna come popping out any second. Come popping out any second. I know it. I know it. I know it. I see your tricks. What do we got here? A dead bug's purse. Okay. Come on. Come on. Where are the worms? Come here. Come here. No, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I want your shards. I want your shards, goddammit. Get out of here. You are mine. The fact that these guys deal double damage as well kind of makes me want to stay topped off. Let's not forget about the dead bug's purse that we just picked up. I'm hoping that means, though, that we've got a bunch of rosaries. I'm hoping. Who knows how many sus ceilings there could be in all these rooms. There is part of me that eventually just wants to go through and literally hit every single ceiling, every single wall, every single... I don't know if we're going to have a ground pound ability. Every single corner of the room could be hiding a secret. And I know... If I know Team Cherry, there are so many of these things that even I am just never going to find. Okay. Yeah, we're way up here. We are way up. Another dead veiled bug. Where's my dream nail? It's almost like the Colosseum, right? The dead bodies that have fallen from the Colosseum. Wall climb. I need a wall climb. I need it. I sort of need it, and also I can still do stuff without it. Wall climb. I hear like, it almost sounds like somebody's shambling around in chains. Come here. I do wish that I could magnetize my shards just like my my rosaries. Okay, this is a spot here though where I think we do need wall climb to get up farther, unless there was another. Unless I could somehow... This? Ah. This side. This side lets me up. I don't think I need to go to this here, but I'll just... Sometimes maybe standing on one of these platforms could, like, trigger it to fall down farther. Maybe the chains that I hear are just like the cages swinging back and forth, you know? Are they cages? That kind of feels like what they are, right? Like Sen's Fortress cages. Dude, okay, so there is... I think there's more to explore just by going down, but I want to see what's over here. Oh, because there's a bench! I think. Could be some horrible trap. Okay, I think I know what this is now. I think we did one of these in Greymoor last time, and I didn't understand what I was getting. Let's just at least see if this is a bench. I will insert my rosaries, because that is great if it is. There's a missing bell, but it is a bench. Even if there's a bell missing. Oh, dude. Wait, has my pogoing has changed. I have my old pogoing back. I'm so happy right now. Guys, you have no idea how happy this makes me. I mean, the grin on my face. You have some idea. You don't have completely no idea because of how lit up my demeanor has become at understanding that my pogo is back. I was so like, oh, there's a missing bell here. And then I was like, okay, well, at least I still get to pogo the other bells. It changes not just your quick slash, not just your dash slash, but it changes your downward slash. Duh! And I love how Hornet's doing like somersaults here as she's doing the pogoing. It's amazing. I wonder if they will eventually give us another... Well, there's going to be more crests, almost certainly. Will there be a crest after we beat the stupid savage beastfly? Because it was the Chapel of the Beast, and we found the Crest of the Wanderer in the Chapel of the Wanderer. Crest of the Beast, anybody? I'm wondering, though, will that or some other crest give us a Mark of Pride or a long nail? The Wanderer gives us the quick slash, but maybe a whole different crest gives us a longer needle. And those, you might have to choose between those two rather than combining the effects like you could with the charms in Hollow Knight. Will be interesting to see. Now, I was very confused when I first went to Greymoor. This little stand here, where I thought I was getting a bench. My mind was totally in the, oh, this is inspect, you insert rosaries. Okay, we're getting a bench here. Doesn't explain what it's doing. It just says insert rosaries. All it's doing is it's making a rosary chain for us. What are these things called again? A rosary string. And I think, I just totally didn't even see that fact, right? And I think the UI gives it away here, but I hadn't parsed it yet. The fact that we have one rosary string in our inventory, if I spent 80 here, I could give myself a second rosary string of 60. You got to pay that dang surcharge of 20 rosaries. God damn. I don't want to do that right now. What I do want to do, aha, I thought I saw what must have been a sus wall. But where, dude, we are so far off course from where I was thinking we would be this episode, thinking we would be in Greymoor. Instead, we're in another completely new zone. Is this where I'm gonna say, maybe let's not? No, yeah, we're gonna keep going. Are we? I don't know. I don't know yet, because part of me wants to sit here and at least listen to the music. Because we got a new theme, a new wonderful Christopher Larkin tune to enjoy. Shellwood. Listen to the springs as Hornet's weight, as she lands on the cart, the springs, the metal springs that you can hear compressing. Oh, the sound design is so good. Hello there. You're an enemy. God damn it. I thought you were a friend. Why would I ever think that? Because sometimes they are. Because sometimes there are friends. We can have a throwing knife / throwing weapon contest. We've got a water strider here. Is this water that I can swim in? It is. So I don't need to like, but I can now if I want to. I can just pogo in place. I can. It's like I'm playing Hollow Knight again, guys. I'm so happy that I can just pogo in place. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to get used to that because I was starting to get very much attuned to the sideways pogoing. The sideways pogoing, and I almost did that with the strider just now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. Yes, and I do like my rosaries are, Oh, and the shards float as well. Oh, the shards don't sink. I thought those just sunk. Awesome. Look. This game is amazing, guys. This game is just... That was a failed pogo. Now the new challenge is just going to be learning to pogo with a controller. And doing that consistently. God damn it. God damn it. How long will that take? Oh, I can dash when I'm swimming. Oh, that's actually a thing. You can dash while swimming. Oh my god, amazing. Okay, so the Striders do kind of come back after a bit. All right, there looks like there is... I haven't quite figured out what this sign is yet. I think we saw one in Greymoor. But I suspect it leads to a village of some sort. There's so much more to explore in this room. But I'm going to follow the sign for now. We're just going to follow the sign and see what this actually leads us to. It does actually get us to our friend Chakra again. Can I pogo these? Yes, but they go away momentarily. Look at the ash, or maybe it's not ash. It could be like, I don't know, dandelion. What is the term? I'm trying to think of not dandelions, but like when you're in a marsh, there's those gray reeds, and the stuff that comes off of those is kind of what I'm thinking of, which is not ash, but hopefully that made sense. There's a term for it, I'm sure, that somebody who's more attuned to plants and such will know. Hey, long time no see. Chakra, these root-woven roads. These root-woven roads show evidence of my master's passage. A thrice-crushed bug, gouged wood, score prints of sharp claws passing. Small signs that only I can read. Though the trail is cold, it eases me to know she is still within this land. I love that. Thrice-crushed bug. Is that what it said? Awesome. So we're getting another... all our rosaries are going to maps. I'm okay with that. I am fine with that because we need to take a look at these maps. Did I even look at the... I did look at the last one we purchased. Let's take a look here. We might even connect to Greymoor just through this direction, huh? Who knows? There's another zone here. It looks like it connects the two, but we might be able to traverse this path and just branch, put these two, connect these two together. It looks like there could be an ability here, given the fact that we've had the skill, the silk spear that we picked up here. And then over, where was it? Over here, where we picked up the swift stride. That's not what it's called. It's the swift step. The swift step, the sprint, swift stride, step. All these terms come to mind. It's the speedy ability. There's something here probably. Is there a similar marking on Greymoor's map? I don't see that similar thing for Greymoor. So this feels like a very promising lead here to just focus on getting up to here if we could. There could also be a bellway right here above us. Awesome. Let's see if Chakra has more dialogue. The creatures of this wood can disguise themselves amongst the many branches, watch for unexpected movement, and be prepared to strike. Noted. Duly noted, my friend. And let me just take a closer look when we walk away this time. Is she like striking her rings together when we leave? That's exactly what she's doing. It's almost like a ding ding. That's so cool. I wish I could do something in return. Can I do? Yeah, I can do my little the little bow. This is what we do. No, except I was too close. I was talking to you. No, I was just trying to bow like this. There we go. That's all I want to do. Poshanka. Papanada. Okay. Let me go back. Let me go back this way. Well, we can see if there's anything in the water. That wasn't the first thing that I was thinking of, but then I realized, okay, let's just swim in the water and see if there's like a little sus tunnel hidden down here. Anything like that? Doesn't appear to be. What we will do, though, is can we climb upward in this room? Or is it going to restrict us? No, there are ledges. We don't just need a wall climb directly. Oh. Oh, what the hell? You were a little... You jumped the gun. You needed to wait. Oh, there's a flea over there. That's what's making that sound. This enemy here needed to wait a little bit longer, so I tried to pogo it, and in the process would have been actually have fallen for the ambush. We need to get our last flea unlocked. Freed. Free the fleas. And do away with the spore shroom lookalikes. Oh, that is so cool. That is so much fun. It cannot be said enough. Hornet controls so well. It just feels amazing. Moving her about the environment is just such a joy. I want to keep moving upward. And I do. It looks like we're going to be able to get up to that room that has what could be our next ability. But I first want to go down and explore the rest of this room. Is that you're not going to attack me? Okay, fine. Have it your way. Oh, what the? I don't have a... Oh, can I hit these back at you? Not really. It kind of like, it momentarily... That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Can I just hit you when you're... All right, actually, I was thinking it was like the Hollow... I'm thinking of the enemy in Hollow Knight, which I don't remember the name of the enemy, but you were not able to damage them when they were, like, retracted. And so my instinct was I had to wait for it to start shooting at me. I might have been able to hit it while it was retracted. Okay, I just decided to dash directly into spikes. That was good. Oh my god. That was close. That was close. I don't think I took double damage there. I think I must have taken a hit from the enemy itself, and then I took damage from its noxious spores. Wait, did I not kill this thing? Yeah, you can hit them when they're retracted, and I had not just fully cleared it. Nice. This quick slash feels so good. Quick slash for the win. Now, we're gonna just... I think we're just gonna quickly free this guy and then get the hell out of dodge. Except I didn't actually float. So, I didn't float in time. So I took an extra hit there, but it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna worry about getting you is going to be more trouble than it's worth. So, we can at least check our quest log. Return to Flea Master Mushka of the Flea Caravan in the Marrow. We may not get to Greymore today. I don't know, folks. It's just what I had planned. How many times did this happen in Elden Ring? What you the best laid plans get totally sidetracked because you're doing other things, or the world pulls you in a direction that you least expected. That's what I want to do. I just wanted to get a heal, and then I wanted to go into this room. Boss fight? No boss fight. Instead, what looks like a harp. Hornet doesn't play the harp, I don't think. It sure looks like a harp. Is it actually... Wait, have we seen this logo? Is this one of our... There is a harp that's on the Wayfarer Lost Fleas quest, but it looks different. And then there's this volatile flint beetles, but that's not quite the same shape, or is it? Similar. There are obviously many... The name of the game is Silksong. And that was definitely... that. Well, in retrospect, you can see now that it is clearly on purpose. Ooh, we do need a wall climb here. We do need a wall climb. Dang. That naming of the game, Silksong, does seem to be with very clear intent, because there are so many musical references. There's a lot of musicality that is being... We've got characters that sing and play instruments. We've got references to the composer, Ramino. We've got bosses named the Fourth Chorus. Oh, look at these beautiful white and purple petals. Oh, man. I want to get up there. There's a ledge that I can see up there. I want to know what's going on with the pretty flower petals. But I can't climb up here yet, because I still need a wall climb. And I'm running out of markers. Gosh, dang it. I'm down to 2 red markers. Fuck me. Ah, well, so much for getting an ability in this particular room. There were, okay, in that case, before we go to the right, let's go back to this room. Shit! I did not mean to do that. That was too far down. Too far down. I forgot about the fact that oh, never mind. What was I thinking of? I actually thought this room was going to be a bellway, and I forgot about going to unlock that, but it turns out that it looks like this is going to be the bellway. So there's a bellway to unlock here. So all those wonderful rosaries. Is there a pit to drop down into there? We'll go there in a second. First we unlock the bellway. But all these rosaries that I all of a sudden had come into possession of. There's another harp. All the different musical references. And that's, of course, doesn't even begin to mention the myriad bells that are just everywhere. Bells, 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 like nobody's business. Huh. I'm getting so lost in this world, guys. I think this is kind of the first moment. We've had a lot of directions to turn, but I think this episode in general, and maybe now in this particular moment, I'm finally feeling like my head is spinning a little bit. Like, oh my god, there's so many ways to go. What the fuck am I gonna do? And it's, for me, I'm the kind of player that loves to do everything, and I like to try. Oh, there's another locked door. I try to be organized and systematic and very, go grid search through every square inch. And when I get to this point where I'm like sort of winging it, I don't often do this. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought I was actually going to drop down into, I thought there was something below here. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a ground pound that I can. Sometimes I do get the urge to just go with the flow and just, okay, the game is taking me in this direction. Let's just see where this path leads. And I will do it, and then I will also simultaneously feel a bit nervous and overwhelmed at the chaos, or what seems a little chaotic, of kind of just haphazardly just, yeah, we're going to this room. Oh, let's go to this room. Let's go to that room. And you're going with the flow. Dang it. But this is maybe the first time where I've really felt like, oh my god, this game is pointing me in so many different directions. I also really want a wall climb. I remember how relatively early we got a wall climb in Hollow Knight, and I'm starting to wonder, well, we're not getting a wall climb in this room, but we are getting something very nice. That's a mass shard, which means if I want to dip, oh my god, really? If I wanted to dip into my rosary banks. You all are a little bit, it's a little bit weird trying to get an enemy like this because of the fact that they are so annoyingly out of reach. Kind of annoyingly out of reach. But I also want to get silk from them because I kind of need to heal. So, well, let's go back. Let's go back to this. Oh, there's one of you here. There's one of you here as well. There's one of you here as well. Shit. It sent me all the way back here. Really? Really? You had to do that, huh? I do love that we have the Drifter's Cloak now. I can't imagine trying to navigate this area without the Drifter's Cloak. Would feel just a little bit ridiculous. Let's go. Let's get the heck out of here. Actually, now that I have water underneath me, I'm going to farm you for a little bit of silk. Get whatever silk I can. So, we're not able to navigate. This place got us. Okay, okay. So, which way do we go? Which way do we go? This is the dilemma that I'm facing. Because we're closer to just moving up to the right and exploring in that direction, but I also, the completionist in me wants to go back to the room that we started in that's closer to the bench. Let's do that. Let's go back down. Let's head back downward. And we'll farm a little silk in the process. And I can be happy once again that I have my downward pogo back. At the same time, you know, there are, I'm sure, going to be instances I can see already, like in that little moment there, where it would have been actually a little bit more advantageous to have a diagonal pogo. A diagonal pogo would have been just a little bit better there to more easily hit the enemy. Tablet. And an interesting voice to the left. Pilgrim, spare a song for those who lay here silent. By strength abandoned, they fell before the final ascent. The final ascent to the Citadel. Spare a song for those who lay here silent. More of the kind of no eyes effect here with these. The bugs that are wrapped in mummy outfits. Kind of, sort of. I have a feeling this is not a friend. They're just kind of stuck in the silk trance that we've seen so many others in. Yeah. Oh my god. Shit. Of course you deal 2 damage. Of course you do. Of course you do. I gotta remember, I don't have a diagonal dash. I really need to heal, but I also want to kill you. So, the classic Hollow Knight dilemma. That was 50 rosaries. That was not bad. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I wonder if that's an enemy we could farm. Feels like that would be. I don't think that would be a one-time only enemy, but it's also 50 rosaries, so I don't know. And this is somewhat relatively close to a bench. I kind of want to find out, because if that is a farmable enemy, that's a good way to get some rosaries, folks. Okay. Yeah, the classic Hollow Knight dilemma between using your fireball versus healing. It's a tough call. I think our spear thrower friends have not respawned. I really do. Getting back my horizontal downward pogo feels just so nice. Oh, I do need a fucking wall climb here. Okay, that's a wall climb. So that's a wall climb, and I have no markers. I have 1 marker left. So we're not going to use it here. What we are going to do is I think we're going to make our way back up to this room. Let's go back up here and see, because maybe if we're in the vicinity, maybe this is like here, we can get a path up to here, right? This is like the bottom part. Yeah, now that I see this, I didn't notice this opening before. This is what we want to shoot for, because this might lead us to a new ability, which could be wall climb. So let's head back to this red marker. Actually, hold that thought. I did remember 2 things. I wanted to test to see if that one guy responds. If that's a nice source of rosaries for us. So let's go ahead and sit at the bench. We also needed to fill up our throwing knives as well. But also, I just remembered that we had an item that we picked up and I never checked. I never checked it out. Except where is it? Was it a charm? It was a charm. Dead Bug's Purse. I keep calling them charms. I don't know if they're technically called charms. Talismans, pendants. But they're charms, right? Come on, guys, they're charms. Discarded purse of a fallen pilgrim allows the bearer to retain some rosaries upon defeat. Oh, that's... Whoa. Huh. Some rosaries upon defeat, like a percentage of what you're currently holding. We'll have to test that out. Is it worth putting on now? I really like... Obviously, I really like my compass, but I also really like my magnetite brooch. I don't want to test that out just yet. Maybe we'll think about that when we get another charm socket. Whatever it's called. Charm notch, you know, the thing. But let's head back to that room with the 50 rosary guy real quick. Does this guy actually respawn? He does not. In his place are these guys. These guys who, one of which we have seen before, and I'm in danger of dying to if I'm not careful. Yeah, I was trying to hit the bell. Back at you, and now I'm probably gonna die from a dinky little fucking bell thrower. You keep jumping back, though, until you jump forward when you're finally up against the wall. Okay, I just need to... I want to get... There we go. Okay, so Mr. 50 Rosaries does not come back to life, but he's got a couple friends in his place that do drop a few themselves, so that's not terrible, but it's certainly not the place that I would be heading back to immediately to farm. So okay, good to know. Spare a song for those who lay here silent. Yeah, the song related motifs are something to think about. I mean, they may indeed be the central story element, lore/story element. Like, we might be... I wouldn't be surprised if the direction... Oh, shit. If the direction that we're going with this is going to be... You know, we've seen these monuments to weavers. Weavers may be long gone. Supposedly, that's the story here, is that we're finding corpses of weavers, but maybe... We know that Horn is supposed to be related to the weavers somehow, right? And maybe I need to review my Hollow Knight lore to remember exactly what the connection is. But it seems that the weavers might have really been into music. Or their descendants are really into music. And that's who eventually we're bound to cross paths with at the Citadel, is a descendant of the weavers? Question mark? I'll heal now. I'll heal now, and then I will move on. All I wanted to do was get topped off. We've returned to the harp room, and now we will press forward. New territory. There's so many questions to be answered eventually, lore-wise. But I love to speculate. What the fuck? I love to speculate and theorize. What in the world did I just... Was that a... what's the bug called? A walking stick? I think that's what we just ran into, and of course it does 2 damage. Because everything does fucking 2 damage. Okay, so it's got that attack, and then it's got a charge attack. God damn. Ugh, we really need that 6th mask. This was another, what feels like another difference. I don't know if I talked about this already. but it felt like in Hollow Knight, I remember, my impression is that we were able to get our hands on a 6th and a 7th mask so much sooner. What is that up there? What am I? Shit. There is some sort of a flower, but what is it? What is it for? Oh! Okay, I finally destroyed it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to destroy it. It has given us a polyp heart. Core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp. Secretes a sticky sap that the wasps subsist on. Feels like a mossberry. And there's going to be a polyp druid or some similar NPC that we're going to want to turn these into. Okay, cool. Core of a flower. Consumed wood wasp. Was there anything else up here? I think that was it. And it's difficult enough to navigate back up there where I'm content to move on. But also very wary of the fact that I only have 2 masks left. We want to go up, but also, that's really interesting. I don't know if I had seen this before. This might be the first time that I'm noticing when you walk into a room that actually contains a bench, it'll show up like this. First time I've seen that. Maybe it's popped up before, but I hadn't noticed it. Okay, I want to avoid damage at all costs, which means we are... Oh my god, what the fuck? We're gonna take a closer look at that enemy here in just a moment after I hopefully secure a bench. Please don't have any... Don't be some weird trap that's actually gonna chain me to the bench and a silly other little bug is gonna come and slap me upside the face. I don't know where I was going with that, but it is a bench, in fact. And I can do my downward pogo. My actual factual downward pogo. Feels okay. Feels so good. All right, now I am noticing I can't get back up because I don't have a wall climb. Dang it. So much for the idea, so much for this idea of actually going up here. Until I go all the way back around. So I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. But what I will do first, let's explore the rest of this room. Those weird enemies that were extendo, go-go gadget extendo neck. Will there be other, oh, we're walking into a boss fight here. That's why they gave us a bench. They gave us a bench because we're about to go into a boss fight. That's fine. They just gave us a bench. It's good. Let's go. Who we got? Oh, it's not. Oh, there's so many of these gauntlet rooms. I get all worked up and it's like, oh, it's a boss. It's a boss. It's just a gauntlet room. We might still die. Oh, especially if these guys are coming. The little scissor hands is hilarious. That absolutely cracks me up. I think I got, oh no, I didn't get a single hit. Oh, I parried him. Yes, yes, parries. Parries. What in the world? It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, fuck, until he splits my face open. Then it's all fun and games until that happens. Shit. Okay. Okay, I was hoping that'd be the last enemy. Get out of here, dork. The frickin' walking stick scissor hands. The little, like I'm just picturing like, what movie is it? I don't remember what, there's probably been a lot of movies like this, but where he's like, Am I thinking of Zoolander? No, what movie am I thinking of? Okay, now, what exactly did that get us? We dealt with the gauntlet room, but what have we accomplished? Am I missing something here? Maybe what we need is a wall climb to go up this wall, and then there's something hidden up in the bushes up above. Like I might hear some additional sound effects or something up to the right. I don't know. Okay, well, that's a, man, I just wish I had more markers. Chakra, I do wish, as much as I love you, I wish you had more markers in stock. Oh, wait, we can fall down here? Oh, maybe this is going to answer my... Wait. No, this is a different... This is a... Okay. Never mind. Wait, why did that exist? Was this path blocked off to us before? I didn't even try to come down to the right, so I don't know if we had access to this doorway. All right, I don't want to go through there. I don't want to explore into that room just yet, because I want to explore that room that's not yet filled in to the left. Let's go there. The maneuverability is starting to get a lot of fun now with the, this swift step is so good. Oh, it is? Oh my god. There is a Sen's Fortress kind of elevator here going on. I want to check this side first, though. Oh, it so felt like there was going to be a sus opening over here. I love also how the theme has changed. It has a little bit of like a Disney feel to it almost. So these are elevators in some instances. Wow. Huh. What do you know? Okay, now can I actually get up to that? I guess I must have come... I see what I did now. Because I navigated to this room from the entrance down below the lower left, but I only just briefly stuck my head in. And it is a complaint that I had with the Hollow Knight map system that does seem to have been carried over here. The fact that the map doesn't necessarily help you out in letting you know how well you've explored one particular room. I do wish they had done that a little bit differently. I do wish that had been just a little bit of a different approach to help us, you know, maybe partially fill in a room. Sometimes they do. Like that, they've done that with the I see now, Bone Grave. There it is. But this portion of the Moss Grotto here up top, they did only partially fill it in. So the map does help you a little bit sometimes in that regard. The subtle changes from even just from room to room. We had the different music in that room to the right just now, riding down the elevator, and now there's no music in this room, and now it feels like we're almost back in the Wormways. Oh my goodness. Okay, you are a friend. I had the instinct at first that you're a friend, but you never frickin' know. Why am I feeling like you're related to the White Lady? She kind of has this, I don't know, the White Lady kind of sort of had, not really tentacles. It was roots, right? What you've got coming off this, it looks like you've kind of got tentacles on your face. Just a couple of them. Oh, maybe, no, you're reminding me of the Zora folks from Breath of the Wild. That's what you're making me think of. But you've got your eyes. Your eyes do kind of look like the White Lady a little bit. Let's talk.
Smile on.
Grey root. Shell. White mask. Red cloak. Bug. A living bug.
Me ofende?
A bug I am, at least in part. But you're something quite different. I apologize if I've roused you from some deep slumber.
Meratotasso.
Slumber, long sleep, but now is the waking. Growth, time of birth. The time of birth approaches. Heed, bug, the time of birth approaches. Whose birth? Whose birth are we talking about here? The time of birth approaches. Now, the rite of the polyp. Bug, only you are left. None more tread here. None. For the rite, the polyp hearts, they are needed. Bring them here for the rite. There we go. There's our polyp vendor. Grey root. Rite of the polyp. I'm sure this will go swimmingly. I'm sure we're not going to be birthing any nefarious or otherworldly being here. No daughters of the cosmos. Yeah, it kind of feels like there's a bit of resemblance to the Zora characters. There's also a little bit of like Brainsucker, Bloodborne vibe that Greyroot has going on. Hornet says, if you have knowledge or power to grant, I will aid you. These polyp hearts you desire, they can be found about the wood? The polyp hearts, found in the wood. Yes, bug. Seek out the purple blooms inside the hearts. The time of birth approaches. Polyp hearts are needed. Bring them, bug, and power will be shared. Seek out the purple blooms inside the precious hearts. The time of birth approaches. Polyp's hearts are needed. Bring them, bug, and power will be shared. Okay. Okay, was there additional info here? There's 6 of them that we need. Collect polyp hearts from the Shellwood. Purple flowers. Okay. Oh, and we have the lost fleas now. I feel like we are on the cusp of getting a wall climb. And when we get a wall climb, that is kind of when I just want to do another massive backtrack. Backtrack literally everywhere. But I want to get that wall climb first. I guess we're going to be getting polyp hearts in the process, so we now know where to find Greyroot. Awesome. So now let's continue exploring the rest of this room. To the extent that we can without a wall climb. I can't get up there. So we go back down. Oh, but there's another purple heart here. Oh, maybe it's not a purple heart. Maybe it has... What kind of purple flies of some sort? I was trying to think of what name might be most applicable, but I think I need a wall climb to get to them. Got to work on my Strider's Cloak pogoing. Needs work. Oh, hello. Did you pop out of that guy that I just destroyed? Because I don't remember seeing you before. I was trying to jump and slash, and there were only slashes that were happening. As much as I love the quick slash, we still could use a bit of reach on our needle. The constraint of having a short little needle, you know? You know, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. I think we do need a wall climb to get back up. We gotta go down. We got to go down before we can get back up. In order to ascend, we must first descend. Oh, oh. Hey, there we go. Okay. That's gotta be what most of these doors that we see, these locked doors, it's probably gonna be in almost every instance, we're just gonna be opening them from the other side. They're just a classic Dark Souls door. Because I have a feeling if we had come down here first... I don't know if we could have. We could have, couldn't we? Because we could have come down from the bench above us through this room, theoretically. I don't know what the rest of this room looks like. But I think we would have seen this this door would have looked similar to the one that's way down in the deep docks, is my guess. Oh, that is a little turd. Come here. Oh, and then you pop out. Yeah, so they do have a second life. Kind of want to heal. I don't love healing when I only have one mask. Oh, some shards. I don't love healing when I only have one mask that I'm healing, but I also hate missing out on silk value. It's a conundrum. It's a mystery. It's an open question. What must you do? Use Silk Spear. That's the answer. The proper compromise is to Silk Spear. Love this music. Oh, there is an item here. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Frayed Rose Restraint. Okay. Oh, it's one of these guys. Oh, is he... is he hunting fish? Or who knows what he's hunting, but he's not... I love the dynamic nature of the enemies. When they're not just, you know, statically sitting around waiting for you to come on traipsing by. They are actively doing their own thing. They don't necessarily care that you exist. All right, I'm gonna heal. Wall climb. Like I just, there's too many places to mark now. Like I'm just at this point, I do see purple petals though, which makes me think we've got a Polypart. But there's just too many places to wall climb to. And so I've just like marked the entire map. In my mind, it just has this one big marker that's like, that says wall climb. Does it exist in Silksong? It is probably a place you can wall climb. Oh, that didn't have a Polypart. Okay. Yeah, like there's just so many of these spots. So many of these spots. Let me in. Trying to remember the song that Sherma sings. Da 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 da. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. I know that's not it, but that's as good as it's gonna get from me right now. This is a big room, and I feel like it's gonna take a little while for me to explore it all. Oh. Oh my god, they did this. No! Shit! They did the squid thing. They did the squid thing of... Oh my god, I'm gonna heal. They changed directions on me, is what they did. How dare they? How dare an enemy change directions? That should be illegal. How dare you? I love that the shards just float on the water. They're not metal, they're shells. They have a flotation. They have a buoyancy to them. Okay, we got the thing that was here on this platform. And then we should be able to get back. Aha, so there is, yeah, there's so many. Here's where we were. God damn it. Do they keep spawning? We gotta destroy this. Get out of here. Get the hell out of my game. Okay, that actually opened up a little doorway. Oh, awesome. there's actually a little alcove in here. Long pin? Long pin, you say? It says long pin, though. Long pin. It's a new tool. Weighted pin and haft formed to pierce tough shells. Once again, it kind of looks like what Lace had. Is that just... Maybe it's a very common sort of... The long pin is something that a lot of people use. It's not just Lace's thing. Because I feel like I've seen this now in a lot of different parts of the game. Okay, we have a new tool to try. Awesome. We will definitely be equipping that at a bench. What was the other thing that I picked up here? Just another polypart? Or a rosary string? I don't think there's anything that we haven't read yet. Okay, cool. New stuff to try. And... Are we actually inside of a bell? Like, it feels like the domed roof here could be like the inside of a bell, that sort of curvature. And the fact that everywhere we smack inside of this thing rings. These are all bells here, aren't they? It's just this giant collection of bells that have kind of been arranged almost like a village. A little bug village that's just made of bells. In order to fully explore here, though, we do need a wall climb, I think. I guess I can go down and get these shards here. We're still quite a ways away from the shard cap, and of course we do have now a vendor that we know can get us the ability to upgrade that cap. Let me get fully healed up here. Okay, so now there's just a lot more to do in this room. I think I have one marker left. I'll put it here just because I don't know. Every single room needs to be re-explored. It's just how it is. All the rooms need to be checked out. So many bells. Pilgrim, this settlement welcomes all who step the holy path. May you ease your shell within, that your strength renewed can carry you higher. Did we actually step into a new zone? We did! But I think we're kind of on the way to Greymoor. We could be. There could be who knows what in between us and Greymoor. I don't really want to go in that direction. At least not yet. This settlement welcomes all who have stepped the holy path. What I want to do... I still want to try to get what feels like a new ability. If we could make our way up here. But in order to do that, I need to like backtrack all the way around and not fall down to this bench, I think. So let's do that one more time. I'm just going to head all the way back here, back up to this red marker, the harp room, and see if I can maintain that high ground to get us up here. Right, okay, so now is when we have these guys. Shit, I was still too close. So weird. Such a weird enemy. Let's get charged up here to get our... Well, we only took the one mask of damage. I don't think I need to heal just yet. Another elevator. Oh, if I had opened that up, oh, I could have given myself a way. I could have given myself a way to connect. Now I'm connected to this bench. That's what I missed. Oh my god. What an oversight. All right, good. We have that connection now. Now the only little hiccup here is how do I get to these without needing a wall climb? I guess there's a world where I could take the elevator down and then go all the way back around again. and then drop down these platforms. I'm not going to do that yet, though, because I feel like we're so close. It this zone, we're seeing so many wall climb opportunities. It just screams to me that we must be close. We got to be close to getting a wall climb. Could be wishful thinking. But it certainly is my wish. Love having the Drifter's Cloak. Makes those pogos a lot more forgiving. This has got to be it, right? Another wall climb here. Now, do we have to go through a boss fight first? Yes. Yes, of course. Look at the thorny vines here. Get out of my way. Dang it. Ooh, listen to the... little bit of a deepness sort of theme. Nosk, that's who I was thinking of. This sounds like Nosk music. Sister Splinter. Oh, what a lovely looking creature you are. Oh my god. No! And of course you do 2 damage. Of course you do 2 damage. You suck. It's getting a little bit... It's getting just a little bit on the annoying side. Everything hits for 2 damage. And I'm stuck on 5 masks forever. Not that that's going to change the equation all that much when I get to 6 masks, because I'm still going to die in 3 hits. But why must everything deal 2 damage? All right, Sister Splinter. Oh my god, what a I mean, I can't really say disgusting. It's more like just supremely unsettling. The thorns everywhere is one thing, but then the... I gotta get another look at Sister Splinter. Jesus. Might want to go with... Oh, I forgot our new tool. I forgot our new... Look at the... Shit. It's very much like... Oh, no! Fuck. I thought that was her coming out of the... Okay, so the thorns... I need to destroy those, don't I? I need to destroy those. We need to try our new tool, which I completely forgot about. Weighted pin in half formed to pierce tough shells. Okay, it's the same button combination to use it. It is a throwing spear. Okay. All right. So you jump and... Okay. Could be useful against this boss. Let's give it a try. We'll see how it feels. We really, though, need to be removing these... Now, the problem is these ones on the side come back. But I'm presuming that the ones in the middle we should be able to knock loose. Oh, that did not really hit her, did it? Okay, so there's 3 swipes. We're not really getting a lot of benefit out of Quick Slash until we do that. So the Quick Slash is useful against getting rid of these vines. I did not pick a direction. I didn't pick a direction. Oh, you have flyers. Okay, sure. What the fuck? No! Okay, I need to fucking heal. Thankfully, I got off the heal. And, okay, the flyers are out of here, but then there's more. Oh, God. Oi! Okay, I mean, pogoing is useful here, but also dangerous because pogoing and staying in the air is liable to... She's liable to just swing right across the screen and whack you upside the head. Do I like the spear? Do I like the spear? I just don't quite know how much damage it's doing. We'll we'll keep trying to use it here. Maybe I can use it against the flyers. Dang it, I pogoed one of them. Yeah, you know, they're kind of stun locking me. That was a terrible heal. What am I thinking? What am I thinking, man? That was just not good at all. Man, okay, they have a bit of a funky direction that they take. So, I should be pogoing them in most cases, but I'm learning their movements. I'm learning their patterns of mobility. And, also, I cannot panic heal. You cannot panic heal in Silksong, my dude. You have to wait for the proper opening. Terrible. Terrible, Silkster. What am I doing? Getting anxious. Getting over anxious. Getting in a hurry. I am not downward pogoing because I'm not holding the control stick in a downward position. You need to fucking do that. You need to fucking do that in order to actually get the pogo that you're looking for. Shit. 2 damage from the boss and multiple enemies in the room. Where have we seen more than one enemy at a time? Where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this stupid recurring pattern? Oh my goodness. I think it's not even a question anymore, guys. Silksong, at least in the early game, is way harder than Hollow Knight. There's no way that Hollow Knight was this hard. I did not struggle this much against the early bosses in Hollow Knight. This is just such a significant step up. In one way, I love it, but I also hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Okay, 1 Silk Spear to take those guys out. Yep. You can kind of parry those guys. There's a Thorns over there. I thought I could... I just wanted to dash around the enemy. I wanted to bait out an attack and dash around him so I could heal while the boss was staggered. Okay, I don't want this sphere. This sphere might have its use cases, but I don't want it against this enemy. I would rather have the traps. Give me the traps, because I can at least throw that up in the boss and get a whole lot of damage off of this thing, right? Throwing the traps up into the ceiling, I know that that's going to hit the boss. There's just not enough height on those spears. The enemies, they have adjusted the movement patterns of flyers. I mean, every enemy basically, but in this case, flyers, I'm noticing, just move a way that they kind of wouldn't in Hollow Knight, right? So if you're an experienced Hollow Knight player, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't matter. Maybe if it's just new enemies, right? It's new enemy movement patterns. Oh, of course. Let me just completely miss the enemy. These guys are flummoxing me, dude. I'm getting frustrated and completely owned by this little flyer. Like, it's subtle things, right? It's the subtleties of going in to like hit the enemy like this, jumping up and hitting the enemy, and it's like they will stop flying or move backwards. They'll alter their movement just enough to where you don't connect with them when you think you're going to. At least that's the way my brain is interpreting it so far, and it's getting kind of frustrating, guys. It's hurting me a little bit. You can damage yourself running into the thing. Oh my god, when it's staggered. It can even damage you when it's fucking staggered. And it hits for 2. Because of course it does. Oh my god, that was not a flying enemy. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. Why did I not think this was possible? But of course you can fast swim as well. Hornet is just fast. That's all there is to it. Now, if only I was as fast in deciphering how to beat this boss. One of these times, we'll get it. It will happen. Eventually. It will happen. I hate that it can fall on you and deal double damage. I hate that. Oh my god, I can't dash under these things. I cannot dash under these fucking things. Hit. Save the silk spears for those guys. Save the silk spears for that enemy. Yes. Yes. Out of my game, Sister Splinter. Splinter, I barely knew her. Okay, what the fuck, man? These double damage freaking multiple enemy bosses are gonna be the end of me. But thankfully, Sister Splinter has, like, I don't know, a quarter of the health pool. The Savage Beastfly has so much more HP. Fortunately, yeah, the Silk Spears, using those Silk Spears on the flyers was the key. All right. We are moving forward into another Weaver room, I believe. I believe it is time. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me that we are about to unlock... Oh, we got an enemy to deal with first here. More than one enemy, possibly. But I hear that whispering. I hear that the subtle aura of a Weaver ability soon to be unlocked. It must be close. Wait a second. No, hold on. Hold on a second here. Did I already go the wrong way? I don't know. I feel like I might have. Okay, we're back up here. We're back up here. Where am I? I hear the sound. I hear the sound, but it must be on the other side. I just don't want to take the wrong step and fall down and cost myself a trip around. Come on. Haha, you can't get me. Haha, you can't get me. Oh, you got me. Fuck. Damn it. No, I did. I did not realize I was going to crawl up on that ledge. I was just going to try to take a smack at you when you stuck your neck out. All right. Those are enemies. Get out of here. Is it really up higher? Okay, we got to go around in the next room, right? The next room must get us there. I'm just keep playing the game, keep going forward. All will be revealed eventually, I hope. Unless I am missing something. I can hear... I feel like I can hear. I'm calling it the Weaver sound. I don't know exactly what to call it yet. I was hoping there'd be a pogo hitbox there. That worked out just how like I planned. Just like I was hoping. Let me in. Let me through. I'm coming through. It's a little bit annoying with you in the way, and I don't really have a great way to... I guess I just need to dash past you. Damn it. I was trying to do that without taking a hit. Man, this is gnarly. You have to... How do you do this? You pogo, right? Not... Much easier said than done. Much easier said than done. Oh, I can trigger you from over here. That's what I do. Okay, that's actually much easier than I was... I didn't realize that I had the ability to get you to poke your head out from down here. Duh, I should have seen that one coming. I should have seen that one coming. It's always a little bit easier than you think it's going to be. That did not have to be nearly as overcomplicated as I was trying to make it. Okay, now this one, I do have a silk spear. Damn it. I'm trying to do this without getting hit, and in the process, I'm taking a hit. Because I'm landing on the spikes. These enemies are definitely of the annoying type. Type annoying. Weakness none. Now I do have to go down and around, I think. I got my rosaries at least, though. I got my rosaries. Ooh, man, the bosses in this game so far are stressing me out. We had so much fun with the Bell Beast, but that was like our intro beginner's boss. Oh, there are shell shards from these guys. And now basically every boss since... Well, Lace also wasn't too bad. Lace did not deal double damage, thankfully. But every boss since then has felt like absolute stress city. Here we go. Weaver time. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. The weavers who remained. The weavers, that's who I'm thinking is talking here, right? The weavers who remained have waited long. But is it like a relative of the weavers? Questions I have. But one thing we don't have to wonder about is, what ability are we getting? That will be answered oh so shortly. Bind this new ability. Let me see it. Yes. Yes. We have our wall climb. Bound, the ancestral art, cling grip. Press A to cling to sheer surfaces and leap to rapidly scale heights. Mantis Claw time, folks. Oh, man. I just knew it. I just knew it had to be the case. And we get a nice little refill on our health. Feels like this flooring is going to give way here. No, maybe not. Maybe not. There it is. Oh, and it's, yeah, it feels a lot like Mantis Claw. There's a little bit of a brief delay before you start to slide down. But it feels so, it's like Mantis Claw never left. And it makes me so happy because now we're really playing Hollow Knight, are we not? Now we're really doing the thing. Yes! Cling, grip, get. You knew it was coming, but it still just feels so good. Now, of course, there's still going to be things where it's like, I need a double jump. I need a goddamn double jump because I still don't have full traversal. Although maybe there's some way in this room for us to get around. Because now we can climb the walls. Oh, I know how to deal with you. Get the hell out of here. That's, oh, shit. Come on, come on. I'm gonna heal. I love that you can just heal in the air as well. Hornet is so freaking amazing. Okay, I don't have a silk spear for you this time. So we're gonna have to deal with this the I don't know, the old-fashioned way? What is the old-fashioned way? Bait you out into a, oh shit. It is nice that I can kind of parry you. That parry window does feel very wide open. Like I'm able to hit that pretty consistently, it feels like. Let's get these shards that do fall in the water. And I almost forgot about. No, shit. 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 No. Okay, these little dinky striders in a confined area are a little bit of a nuisance. But what is not a nuisance anymore are walls, because we can climb them. We can climb them, and I can open new sus openings, sus passageways that were previously unavailable to me. Oh, this thing. Okay, we need to get you. We need to get you gone. Shit. Shit. Okay, one thing I'm definitely not accustomed to just yet. That's nice that our spawn point is there. The dash. Still learning the ins and outs of a dash because difference between Silksong and Hollow Knight. The dash has a, when you're in the middle of the dash, you're kind of trending downward. The gravity is taking over just a little bit, and that means I don't always end up where my Hollow Knight brain thinks I'm going to end up. Like in that situation where I didn't actually grab the wall like I thought I was going to. And it led to our untimely demise. But it's all right. Everything will be okay. You get back in the game. You get back on the horse. Okay, that guy's actually very easy to pogo if you can actually get the ball rolling. Okay, I don't want to go back down just yet. We want to take care of the business here. Yeah. There we go. They feel very, very squid-like. They have basically the same attack patterns as squits, it feels like. And I should have saved my silk spears a little bit there to give myself a heal. Now that, actually, so it does feel like maybe some of these walls you might not be able to climb. Is that true? I'm bonking a little bit right now. I'm trying to get up to there. Yeah, that surface actually does not feel climbable. So there are going to be some parts of the environment that you're not able to fully navigate. We do get our third, I believe, polypart. Polypart, easy for me to say. Cool. And it in fact was not something we needed a double jump for. It was just a exit. Okay, cool. No, you... Why did you disappear right at that second? No, you... Oh my god. How dare they? How dare they? I just want to get a heal. I just want to get a heal, although I can probably... Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't hit you there. No. Fine. I just, on 2 masks, do not feel safe. Because so much stuff deals double damage, traps, and who knows what. It's just waiting to whack you over the head, and then you're dead. Which is why I just want to get a little charge up here on the Striders before moving on. I just want a little bit of a... There. They're so stationary until they're not. So many new spots to explore now, right? This is the game has opened up. Things are happening. Sweet. And now we are back here. Which is where? Where is here? It's a room we've been to before, correct? This is Shellwood. Yes, this is Shellwood. We are not in a new area. We are simply in a spot that we couldn't get to before. Which, oh, it's outside of the boss room. That's what it is. It's outside of this stinker's room, and your corpse is here for us to forever dance upon. Feels okay, man. That is where we're going to wrap up this installment of Silksong. Thank y'all for hanging out with me to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, consider hitting those buttons down below and doing the YouTube thing. It means so much and is so much appreciated. I am just having too much fun with this game, man. And now we're in a spot... As frustrating as these 2 damage bosses can be, look at this progress. I was like, starting the day in my mind, of course, thinking, Greymore. We're going to be checking out Greymore. I love the soundtrack in Greymore. I want to hear more of it. And it turned out we got nothing to do with Greymore at all. But there are now so many spots on our map that we get to explore because now we have a Mantis Claw. A Cling Grip. I'm probably going to keep calling it a Mantis Claw, just like I keep calling everything geocaches and all the other charms and charm notches and all the other wonderful Hollow Knight things. It's just my favorite game. And there's going to be so much backtracking to do next time. We may not even make it to Greymore still because we're going to be doing so many other things and checking so many other places that we couldn't check before because this is Silksong. And it's a blast. And Hornet is the best. And we're going to have more of that fun next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.